Hello there and welcome back to this Angular course. I'm saying that so often now it's sort of starting to get stale. I gotta change it up in the next lesson. Anyway, today we're going to be going over URL parameters in Angular. So essentially we're going to have a look at how we can pass data into the URL when we change between routes and then get that data in the actual component that we have navigated to. So without further ado, let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing that we do need to do is go ahead and define in our route that we're going to be taking in some kind of URL parameters. So let's go ahead and go to src here, app, and then go to our application routing module. All right, perfect. And then inside here, right here, we do have these path parameters that we fields inside our objects. And what we're going to pass in there is first and then slash colon message, something like that. First slash colon message, and then I'll do the exact same thing for the second component. Second slash colon message. All right, there we go. So now inside our actual components, first and second components respectively, we are going to be able to get whatever we put. So if we do second slash hello world, for example, we will then be able to get that message hello world in second component, but we're going to be having a look at that a little bit later. For now, let's go ahead and have a look at. Okay, so let's go ahead and pass in some kind of message to our application here. Let's go to app.component. Whoops, nope, not component.typescript. We're going to go to HTML. There we go. Let's go to the HTML. And first off, let's go ahead and create two A tags here, okay? And here we're just going to add the router link here. Router link. And we're going to do slash first here, and then router link, we're going to do slash second here. So we did already have this. And then let's just add the router link active here as well to active. We do have that global CSS style in our styles.css. So that's going to go into style our links actively. All right, so here we're going to have a link to first component. And then here we're going to have a link to the second component, okay? All right, awesome. So what will happen now is if we, well, I mean, right now, nothing is actually going to happen. So if we click on, it's not, oh, yep, I don't have a running, do I? ng serve. So right now what's going to happen is that we're just going to have these two separate things. Let me go ahead and actually create a break statement here. Break, not be. Let me create two break statements just to style this a little bit better so that it works a little bit better. Here we go. All right, there we go. So now we can see URL not found. Then we have these buttons. Let me actually, adding a lot of styling here, but you know, it's worth it. All right, there we go. So now we can navigate to components using either first or second these links or these buttons also. So what you will see right now that is that it can't actually find a URL, right? So it's not matching any of the routes that we specified. So that's because it's actually looking for first and then slash and then some kind of message, but we're just navigating to first, and so it's not matching to any of the actual routes. So that's what's going on right now. Now, if we were to do something like a first slash hello world, on the other hand, you can see now that it does navigate to first. Of course, now we do also have a message. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we can actually get that message. So let's go ahead and go to our first component here. There we go. So inside here, what we're going to go ahead and do, remember how using dependency injection in app.component.typescript, we got this router here, right? So also using dependency injection, we can actually get the activated route in a component. So let's just do private route. Activated route. There we go. When you are, by the way, doing dependency injection, make sure that you do specify a type so that Angular knows exactly what to give us. All right, so we're going to get the activated route there. And then what we're going to go ahead and do next is go ahead and access this route element. And here we're going to do params.subscribe. So it's going to be an observable here, so we can pass in a fat arrow function, taking a param as input here. All right, there we go. And then here what we can just go and do is do console.log param. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and save that. Let's navigate to our browser here. All right, and there we go. You can now see, I don't know where that came from. You can now see that we do have this object here with the message hello world. All right, there we go. Awesome. So now that we got that out of the way, let's actually go ahead and go to our app.component. First of all, let's do the exact same thing in our second component. So second.component.typescript. There we go, looking good. Activated route. There we go. That didn't import for some reason. Visual Studio Code and these Angular imports. WebStorm is a lot better with the importing stuff. All right, there we go. Got that done as well. So now we can go ahead and go to the second component as well. It should do the same exact thing. There we go. And now inside app.component.html, we can go ahead and do first and then slash and then, hello world or something like that. And then here we can do second/second hello world. All right, there we go. And now when we do go ahead and click on these, you can see this will take us to hello world. This will take us to second hello world. All right, and there we go. Awesome. So what we could also now do is go ahead and create an input field here. Let me add a few more breaks here. Okay. And then inside here, what we're going to do is, so we're going to do it under this right here. We're going to do input, then use banana in a box, ng model is equal to, and we're going to go ahead and assign it something like, text to pass, something like that. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and in our app.component.typescript create a text to pass here. Text to pass is equal to just an empty string. There we go. Save that. Now in our app.component.html, right, we should actually go ahead and go to app module TypeScript. We don't have the forms module imported, so let's import the forms module. There we go. Let's import forms module from Angular /forms. All right, there we go. Import. There it is. All right. So there we go. This should be good. Nope. I'm guessing it's fine. Yeah, there we go. It's fine. So now we can go ahead and inside this first, we can do first and then access this text to pass here, just like that. And let's do the same exact thing here in second component. All right, awesome. So now let's go to Google Chrome. Let's insert something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Go to the second component. And there we go. You can see now that the message is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can also go ahead and go to, let's change this to, hello world. Let's go to the first component. We get hello world. We can also now go to the second component. And that is going to go ahead and pass that in. All right, awesome. So that is how that's going to work. So finally, the last thing that we're going to have a look at is going ahead and passing in these parameters in the code using using the router.navigate by URL. So here is actually where navigate makes sense. So when we do go ahead and do navigate, we can pass in an array, and we can pass in 2, comma, and then go ahead and pass in text to pass. Just like that. And it's going to go ahead, this text to pass, forgot about that, this. There we go. So this is going to go ahead and add the slash for us here, and it's going to navigate to whatever we pass in here. So for example, slash first, and then add a slash here, slash, and then whatever text we have in text to pass. So let's go ahead and go to our browser. Let's insert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and go to the second component. Let's go to the first component. And there we go. You can see that passes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change this to hello. Go to the second component. And there we go. You can see that that does that. Hello. And now we can go ahead and use the buttons or the links, and it's going to navigate to the corresponding component and pass in this message along with it. And that is how we implement routing URL parameters. Okay, and finally, in the next lesson, we're going to be going over query parameters, which are essentially kind of like routing URL parameters, but, the query parameters slightly different. It's going to be very quick. It's very, very similar. So anyway, I'm going to see you there. Till soon.